Respected fellow teachers, we as world's largest democracy going to celebrate Independence Day silently with a heavy heart due to COVID-19 with the greatest responsibility on our shoulders. Let us unite in our mission to make Independence Day celebration a real celebration of a real democracy. This day I pay my humble salutations to my spiritual master, Sri Satya Sai Baba, who strengthened my faith in God with his guidance at every step I had taken and pray for his continuous grace in future as well. Bharat Ratna Dr. Radhakrishnan, our teacher's teacher, showed us how Indian philosophy can pave the way for peace with education. From his search for truth, I quote, "We have said all these things, but in society we have not applied the doctrine of the sanctity of the individual. No one should be desecrated by poverty, by disease, by ignorance, etc. If we are true to the gospel, which we announce, our social order must reflect it." I unquote. There lies our greatest responsibility we carry today. Annie Sullivan Massey, miracle teacher, always fascinated me with her success story. How a near blind teacher with one near savage student not only succeeded in their struggle for success and gave hope to millions of such challenged people. A perfect role model for me, a teacher. Walking in their footsteps, I dream we too can succeed in our mission. My dreams are true, but I have miles to go before I sleep. Before I sleep. Jai Hind.
This is from the story of my life taken from autobiography of Ellen Keller. I remember the morning that I first asked the meaning of the word love. This was before I knew many words. I had found a few early violets in the garden and brought them to my teacher. She tried to kiss me, but at that time I did not like to have anyone kiss me except my mother. Miss Sullivan put her arm gently around me and spelled into my hand, "I love Ellen." "What is love?" I asked. She drew me closer to her and said, "It is here," pointing to my heart, whose beats I was conscious of for the first time. Her words puzzled me very much because I did not then understand anything unless I touched it. I smelled the violets in her hand and asked, half in words, half in signs, a question which meant, "Is love the sweetness of flowers?" "No," said my teacher. Again I thought the warm sun was shining on us. "Is this not love?" I asked, pointing in the direction from which the heat came. "Is this not love?" It seemed to me that there could be nothing more beautiful than the sun, whose warmth makes all things grow. But Miss Sullivan shook her head, and I was greatly puzzled and disappointed. I thought it strange that my teacher could not show me love. A day or two afterward, I was stringing beads of different sizes in symmetrical groups, two large beads, three small ones, and so on. I had made many mistakes, and Miss Sullivan had pointed them out again and again with gentle patience. Finally, I noticed a very obvious error in the sequence, and for an instant I concentrated my attention on the lesson and tried to think how I should have arranged the beats. Miss Sullivan touched my forehead and spelled with decided emphasis, "Think." In a flash, I knew that the word was the name of the process that was going on in my head. This was my first conscious perception of an abstract idea. For a long time I was still. I was not thinking of the beads in my lap, but trying to find a meaning for love in the light of this new idea. The sun had been under a cloud all day, and there had been brief showers, but suddenly the sun broke forth in all its southern splendor. Again, I asked my teacher, "Is this not love?" "Love is something like the clouds that were in the sky before the sun came out," she replied. Then, in simpler words than these, which at that time I could not have understood, she explained, "You cannot touch the clouds, you know, but you feel the rain and know how glad the flowers and the thirsty earth are to have it after a hot day. You cannot touch love either, but you feel the sweetness that it pours into everything. Without love, you would not be happy or want to play." The beautiful truth burst upon my mind. I felt that there were invisible lines stretched between my spirit and the spirits of others.